Hello, Willowbrook family. Today's daily Devo is found in 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Have you ever seen a father mowing the lawn and his little son is walking behind him with a toy lawnmower? The father could probably finish the job much faster if his son didn't try to help. You see, not only does the father need to focus on completing the task, but he has to look out for his son to make sure he stays safe. But the father doesn't mind at all. You see, the father loves the son, and he loves that they are working together. This is a lot like the very first verse in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, and working together with him. You see, God views us as partners. Now, he could do it all alone, but he desires us to work alongside of his work because he loves us. But there's something else in this verse. God does not want us to accept salvation through grace and work alongside of him for a while, only to grow tired of it later and to ignore it. You see, how we live our daily lives should confirm the gospel. So, the very first thing Paul tells us to do in verse 4 is that we are to patiently endure. Believers have and will face all kinds of hardships and troubles. We have been beaten, put in prison, faced angry mobs, worked to exhaustion, endured sleepless nights, and gone without food. But one of the ways that we partner with God is by our purity, our understanding, our patience, our kindness, and with the help of the Holy Spirit within us, our sincere love. See, it's not the kind of love that seeks a reward or praise. It's not the kind of love that is jealous or filled with selfish ambition. It's the kind of love that is not afraid of rejection or hardship. It's the kind of love that is willing to be misunderstood and despised. It's the kind of love that Jesus himself showed to us. Paul is reminding us to be careful how we respond to hardship as we are sharing and living the gospel. Now, he was never afraid of offending anyone over the gospel of Jesus Christ. However, he would never allow his style of ministry or how he responded to rejection or hate to offend anyone, even when he had the right to do so. Sometimes there's a fine line between the boldness we show as we share the gospel and our negative and selfish responses as we are rejected because of the gospel. Never forget who you are working for, a holy and loving God. Now, Paul has one last thing to tell us in this chapter. As you live your life, don't become strongly connected and influenced by non-believers. Paul is speaking here of the overly broad affection of the Corinthians. They were so affectionate in the sense that they thought it was accepting of them to embrace lawlessness with righteousness, to accept darkness with light. Their association with idols were influencing their thinking and making them more worldly. All of this was making them poor partners in God's work. Being so closely influenced by non-believers would weaken the working bond God maintains with us. Would the father mowing the grass allow his small son to just wander off into whatever part of the yard he wished to go? No, the father would want the son to follow him, and he would keep a loving eye on him as they worked together. And this is what God desires for us. We are working alongside of him, and we reflect the same standards and work ethic that he showed to us. Have a great day in the Lord, Willowbrook.